Not even 2 minutes into the preliminary final and a big blow for Penrith. Scott Sorensen's head clashed, assessed as a Category 1 head injury, and putting him out of the game. This Penrith side, though, very capable of overcoming an absence.
Edwards, Togo, Alamotti!
Paul Alamotti with the first points of the prelim after a hat-trick against the Bulldogs last week. Penrith's right edge, effective in attack and defence.
And taken over the sideline. What a win for Penrith that is.
Casey McLean thought he was away for Penrith's second try, but ran the length of the field for no reward as he was offside. While the sold-out crowd was keen to rile McLean, their Broncos couldn't offer up much in the first half. Xavier Willison giving away a penalty that gave Nathan Cleary an extra 2 points before Alamotti struck again.
For Brisbane, Cleary in and away, Edwards, Togo, Alamotti's on his way again, hurdling, Alamotti can do it all!
In their 3 first halves this final series, the Panthers have scored 9 tries and conceded only 1. The Broncos would need an improved second half.
Kick through, and Staggs is onto it!
Katoni Staggs giving the Broncos a foothold, the intensity rising.
Now there's push and shove. Mam and Cleary are getting it on. There it is on the ground. Get them in the octagon quickly.
Neither Cleary's contact with Mam's face or Mam's contact with Cleary's face was penalised. Brisbane instead getting a penalty for Liam Martin running in. Nobody in the bin. The Broncos still 8 points down, with the Penrith defence so strong it felt like Brisbane needed a slice of luck.
Cleary saved the try, and it came up and bounced away. Oh, the next factor, Xavier Willison.
The Broncos back in it with under 10 minutes to play, but the deficit was 4 points when it could have been 2.
Oh, Walsh hits the post.
That meant 2-point field goals and penalties would do no good for the Broncos. They needed a try.
Through 1, through 2, offloaded, on the bounce, Mariner for the line. He's scored for Brisbane. The Broncos have come back.
With Walsh having missed, Adam Reynolds stepped up for the lead.
On his right boot, Reynolds kicks it, take a bell.
A reverse of the 2023 Grand Final. This time it was a late charge from the Broncos for victory.
Cleary, Hail Mary, he won't get the shot in. Offloaded to Edwards. Edwards will launch the shots. It doesn't come off, and that will be Penrith's last chance. This is something beyond special.
History in Brisbane. Penrith's reign at the top of the NRL is over. Not since 2019 has there been a grand final without the Panthers. This year, from 7th on the ladder, they couldn't get it done. The Broncos, in their first year under Michael Maguire, win 2 thrillers to reach the grand final. The Panthers knocked off. The Storm awaits. Justin Edwards, Fox Sports News.
Adam Reynolds playing his first match since round 23 and kicking the winning conversion. Twice he's lost a grand final to Penrith for 2 different clubs. The Panthers blowing a 14-0 half-time lead.
Once we scored the try, I sort of had to separate the emotions from what was going on at the time. I mean, the crowd was amazing. They were so loud. It was good to just sit back and take that in and then completely shut off from everything and just focus about the kick. And it's just process over and over and over again. Been practicing that since I was a little kid. Waterloo Oval and back home down there. But yeah, replicated that in my mind 1,000 times, and to nail it tonight was a good feeling.
I'd like to think there's more in us. See, we're not going to win it this year, but we definitely showed a fair bit to fight back from a poor start. That's its own story, but doesn't need to be told today. But probably some lessons in there, and but ultimately just not quite good enough this year. But I feel like we got some real strides with some young guys this year, and the core of our team is going to still be there next year, and hopefully they use this feeling, which we haven't had for a while, to spur us on into next year.
Our bloody middles, they work their backside off for 80 minutes. Man, I love these boys. You know what we're building here at the club, the culture means a lot more than just a footy game, brother. The skipper was telling me all week that he's goal kicking, so I didn't do one bloody rep. So, mate, those moments are for him, mate. you know, I'm his little apprentice. I look up to him. A lot of talk throughout the week of our old buddy skipper, mate, and he stood up in that big moment. I'm so bloody happy for him.
Matty Jones here, mate. Firstly,
Hey boys, how are you?
you must be, I tell you what, you must be proud of your teammates. That was a mighty effort.
Mate, our bloody middles, they worked their backside off for 80 minutes. Man, I love these boys. You know what we're building here at the club, the culture means a lot more than just a footy game, brother.
Hey, Walshy, it's Fletch, mate. It got a little bit violent out there. Your little mate Ezra was in there throwing punches at Nathan. What was all that about?
Geez, I thought Nath threw the first punch, so good to see Nath got a bit of dog in him.
Yeah. Walsh, it's Heine, mate. Just that kick at the end there. You opted not to take it. You gave it to Adam Reynolds. Wise decision.
I know, mate. Bloody, the skipper was telling me all week that he's goal kicking, so I didn't do one bloody rep. So, mate, those moments are for him, mate. You know, I'm his little apprentice. I look up to him. A lot of talk throughout the week of our old buddy skipper, mate, and he stood up in that big moment. I'm so bloody happy for him.
Hey, I tell you what, we're talking about Adam Reynolds before. You know, a lot of pressure on Renault. When we'd not been out the side, you guys were firing, but I tell you what, that last kick, when you want someone to nail a kick, he's the bloke you want taking it.
Exactly right, mate. You know, those bloody moments, you know, they're for him. You know, my time will come, and I'm just so grateful to be able to, you know, play with a player like that, mate. He does so much for our bloody footy team, and I've got so much love, respect for him, mate, honestly.
Let's hear up there, Reece.
Oh. Mate, I played an Origin game up here, and I tell you what, it wasn't bloody far off it, so Bronx Nation turned up tonight, you know. The good thing about it is we're not done yet. We've got one more to go.
Righto, Reece. Good on you, mate. Thanks for your time. Have a good week, man. Have a great week.